everybody, I'm back in the woods again, as I often are, as you probably noticed in my previous videos, and it's perfect golden hour at the moment, so we're going to get some nice shots, and I'm going to give you a few tips on camera movement. So guys, I hope you liked that B-roll sequence, and in fact in that B-roll sequence I had quite a variety of camera movement. At least I tried to get a big variety of camera movement. So yeah, that's what we're talking about in this video, and I'm going to try to show you how you can develop a variety of your own camera movements, but also just the standard camera movements you can use just to make your cinematic B-roll just much more interesting. But it's getting kind of cold out here and also dark, so I'd say let's go back home so that at home I can show you some examples of the camera movements I used for my B-roll just now, which you just saw, and how you can create them yourselves and also use them and maybe even develop your own creative camera movements. So let's go home. So, back home right now, and let's get straight into it. As I said, I want to show you some different camera movements I used. Quick disclaimer for anybody who knows the names of different camera movements. I don't even know if camera movements have names except for pan. I know what a pan is, but everything else I'm going to say, I don't know if that is the official name. It's just names I just made up so that you have some kind of reference and you can remember it. So yeah, but first let's start with the pan, which actually is called pan. Anybody who doesn't know what a pan is, it's this right here. It's just a simple left to right, right to left movement. You just move the camera from left to right, just like this. It's very, very simple. That's like pretty much the first camera movement any beginner filmmaker is probably going to do. But then we have a different variety, you could say, of the simple pan. That is the simple pan in different directions actually, because if you look at this piece of footage, it's a pan but not from left to right, but it's diagonal. You can also pan up and down, diagonal, left, right, and stuff like that. I just called it a pan plus variety. I don't really know if it has some kind of name, just to spark your creativity a little. You don't need to pan from left to right. You can pan diagonal, or you can pan, I don't know, anywhere. It doesn't really matter as long as you've got some camera movement, which makes your footage look much more interesting. Another camera movement which can get a whole lot of interesting stuff into your video is, I don't know what to call it, I called it a slight twist. It looks like this. It's a bit like a pan from anywhere, just you put a slight twist in your camera. You twist it maybe just a little, like if you've got your camera, you start like this and reveal something, and at the same time you twist your hands like this while holding it. Let's say you're filming with your phone, you start like this and slightly twist while panning. That just brings a lot more interest into your footage. And then the fourth camera movement I have for you would be the normal twist. You've probably seen it quite a lot in my videos already. That is this right here. It's simply just you hold your camera and you start like this and just twist, and preferably you focus on a point so that you can actually feel the twist. And if you watch too much of it, you should get dizzy of it. It's like that much of a twist. It should be that you are focused on one point. Normally it's my feet, as you see in the footage, and you just twist your camera like that, and that is perfect. Then I have a different camera movement, which is a combination of the twist and something else. That is, you can get close-ups of things, but it's more interesting if you actually get close to them in the video. For example, if I'm filming the camera with my phone, I'd be getting closer to the camera, but you can make the whole thing look much more interesting if you add the twist I just told you about to it. So you start like this, and then you twist while going towards your object. Also, for this you need to be focused on one object to actually make this look or appear really good, because if you're not focused it might just look a little chaotic. You don't really know what exactly the footage is trying to show. The next camera movement I want to show you is, I call it the locked pan. It's not really a pan, it's more like a turn actually. I mean this right here. As you can see, I'm turning around an object, so let's say I'm filming the camera again. Then with my phone I film, I don't pan like this, I actually turn around it and keep the focus on the object I'm filming, and I keep it at the same spot, so it shouldn't be moving around too much, just like I tried to do it here. I think I got it. Yeah, that looks really good, and it gives your footage an interesting look. Next I have a camera movement which I have no idea what it's actually called, but I call it the crawler, because it's like you're crawling. Does that make any sense? Maybe you know what I mean. I mean this right here. You just have your camera low, at a very low angle on the ground. I especially recommend this if you have an interesting ground. In the foreground especially, for example the forest, it's got all sorts of stuff on the ground, so it's exactly where I would be doing something like that, as you saw in the video, in the B-roll just before. And yeah, I can very recommend it. It's very easy. If this is the ground, you just crawl your camera along the ground. It's very simple, but it's got a really good effect. And now, last but not least, I have one more camera movement. For now, I didn't think of many more. I think this is now the 8th camera movement I would like to show you, and I really had no idea how to call this. I wrote down the follow, twist, crawl thing. Anyway, what I mean is this right here. As you can see, I am moving forward and twisting, but it's also crawling because I'm really close to the object. I kind of follow the object. Also, a different variation I did of that was the twist on the tree, this one right here. I don't know what you call this, but I think it looks really cool if this is the tree, you just twist around the tree. Same with the branches I showed then later, where you just twist, follow and crawl around those. I hope you know what I'm trying to say, but you saw the footage, so you know what I mean. It's really easy and makes your footage look super interesting, much better than if you just be panning all the time, what I did a year ago. So that's it for me. Those were 8 camera movements I currently use a lot, as you've probably seen in my latest videos. And I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope you liked it. So don't forget to like, subscribe and whatever else you can do on YouTube. See you the next time.